Here we go again, gang.
Summoning great assistance!
Moving in for the attack. Follow me! Got a generator here.
Perfect. I'll take it.
Planting a bomb!
Woo! We're gonna burn this place to the ground!
At its core, Highguard is a new mode between two teams of 3 Wardens each. To start, each team chooses a unique base to defend. This is your main stronghold, while you ride out to fight in the open territory to secure the Shieldbreaker. The ultimate goal of the match is to use the Shieldbreaker to successfully raid and destroy the enemy team's base before they can destroy yours. Each Warden is built specifically for Highguard's PvP raid mode. They combine tactical skill with powerful magic. You'll have your choice of characters with unique abilities designed around destruction, infiltration,
hiding in plain sight,
and resource acquisition.
Some Vesper to mine here.
The magical abilities of our Wardens supplement combat,
I swap forms, my friends!
but we're still a gun game at our core. You've got your team of Wardens, now it's time to choose your base. Prior to venturing into Highguard, you'll be randomly presented with 4 options for your home base. Your team will vote on which one feels like the best fit for you. The enemy team gets the same 4 choices. Each base is the size of a classic small team deathmatch map. They all have different layouts and visual styles, but most importantly, distinct attack and defensive strengths and weaknesses that depend on your playstyle. Once you've selected your Warden and your base, you spawn in. You have 1 minute to plan your defenses and pick your starting loadout. Every Warden can use any weapon. Select your primary, secondary, and your raid tool. You can change your loadout at the beginning of every match. Each player also starts with 5 wall reinforcements, which they can use to armor up different areas of their base. Once the defensive phase is up, your base unlocks, and your team mounts up and rides out.
Time to ride!
Teams are fighting for control of the Shieldbreaker, which is the key to starting a raid on the other team. But the Shieldbreaker takes a few minutes to form. During this time, players should explore different points of interest and loot better gear. You can find upgraded guns,
Found a saber rifle.
armor, better saddles, and magical amulets that are imbued with perks.
Weapon chest here.
But stay alert. The other team is doing the same, so skirmishes are inevitable.
Enemy here. Everyone with me, let's go.
Stick together as a team to have strength in numbers, or take a chance and split up to get more loot for yourself.
Everyone just remember where you came from.
Also around the map are crystal formations called Vesper.
Vesper to mine over here.
Use your Warden's Axe to mine this valuable resource. You also get Vesper from kills
quick, swift, clean, and done.
and from successfully attacking or defending a raid.
Defusing the bomb! Watch my back!
Copy that.
If you're not having luck finding the loot you need, Trader Flynn is a great way to supplement your equipment.
Whatever you need, I've got it.
He can be found in your base or out in the open world, and he will happily sell you better armor, guns, and gear.
Appreciate the kindness.
So hunt down or purchase the best loot possible and win those skirmishes.
I don't start fights. I end them.
During the gear up phase, always make sure you're keeping one eye on the sky.
Storm's brewing. Shieldbreaker should be ready soon.
When the storm forms, the Shieldbreaker's location is revealed. It randomly spawns in one of 3 unique points of interest. Once that Shieldbreaker forms, nothing else matters. Rally up and fight for possession. If your team manages to secure the Shieldbreaker, your objective is to get to the enemy base and start the raid. But the enemy team will do everything in their power to stop you from getting to their base.
Gang, time to attack.
If you die, you'll drop the Shieldbreaker. and the enemy team can pick it up
Let's mount up and soar to victory.
and run it to your base and start their own raid. Once you get to the enemy base, plant the Shieldbreaker and start the raid. The raid begins with the summoning of your siege tower that will break through the enemy's outer shield and become your spawn point during the raid.
We're getting raided. Jumping back to defend.
The defending team will be able to teleport back to their base, so be ready to fight.
You better be ready.
Once the shield has been broken, the raid begins. The enemy base contains objectives your team will need to sabotage and destroy. But in order to successfully penetrate a well-defended base, you'll need to use your Warden's abilities and your raid tool. Every Warden comes equipped with one raid tool of their choice. You can choose between a rocket launcher for a more straightforward approach, a zipline gun for when your attack plan requires coming in from above,
Attacking target B!
or a blast hammer when you just want to bring it all down.
Hand clear. On me.
Different tools are more effective for different bases. Once inside the base, your objective is to sabotage enemy generators.
Blow this place sky high!
Once the bomb is planted, you'll need to hold the objective while the enemy team tries to flush you out
I'm defusing the bomb! Watch my back!
and disarm the charge. Each base has 2 generators and an anchor stone. If a generator is successfully destroyed, it does 35 damage to the enemy base. If you can get to the anchor stone, which is harder to assault, more heavily reinforced, and has a longer countdown, it completely destroys the enemy base, ending the match in victory. Getting the enemy base to 0 health is how you win the game. This often ends in a generator blowing up, but not always. There are other ways to do damage to the enemy base. For example, planting a Shieldbreaker and starting a raid will damage the base. And it's not just about attacking. Successfully defending your own base will damage the attacking team's base, so you can win with a great defense. If a raid is successfully defended, the game is not over. Damage is done to your base, and that base health does not regenerate. Players will respawn at their base and ride out for another gear up phase.
On my mount. Let's ride.
As the match progresses, all the loot in the map upgrades.
Paladin here.
The weapons get stronger, the armor and equipment improves, and the stakes get higher. A match can go anywhere from 1 raid to 4, which means matches can last anywhere from 8 minutes to around 30 minutes, if the teams are really trading raids.
Back in the fight!
Winning a match will often come down to a clutch bomb plant with a few seconds left on the clock,
Someone call for a demolition man. Bomb planted!
or a tight team fight with mobility, positioning, and shooting skills out in the open world. So that's Highguard. We're excited for you to try our unique take on this new PvP raid shooter. All you need to know at first is loot up, grab the Shieldbreaker, and raid the enemy base. And stick together. This is a team game. There's lots more to unpack as you start going deeper, but for now, assemble your Wardens, and we'll see you in Highguard.